Okay guys, I'm back. Uh, I hope everything is okay because I had trouble with starting again. So every time is something different. Now was my Logitech camera didn't work. So but you can see me. So I hope everything is okay, that the sound is okay. So let's start. Um, I already did two parts. Um, The first one is how I draw the flower with a grid, and the second one it was how to mask my image so I can make the background without smudging the flower. So I'm sorry guys. So the masking film is now on it. It's a little bit shiny. You can't see it, but it's shiny. Maybe when I do a little bit of this. You can see it's shiny and I can now paint over it and nothing will happen with it. I'm going to make a little bit of a loose background, nothing special, just a loose background so it's simple for everyone to do. And I am using these colors, no, these four colors. So it's turquoise color, it's the tint, the extra dark, the normal color, turquoise, and the shade. For people who don't know how the colors became at their name, this is the normal color, the turquoise color, and when they are putting white in it, extra white, it will be the tint color of the turquoise. When they put black in this color, it will be the shade of the color, and the extra dark is more black in it. So this is how they made the colors. So they all have started with this color, the basic color, and then with adding black or white to it, they changed the color. So I'm now going to use those four, and yes, maybe a little bit dark blue or black or something, but I didn't have the black here, so I'm going to get it a little bit fast. um, I don't have the black here as fast as I thought. Well, then I do it without black, and we are taking a little bit of dark blue if it is necessary. I don't know if it is necessary, so just let's start and we will see how far we can come. I'm going to use some soft tools and some bigger soft tools. Have soft sponges, they are also from Pan Pastels, so this one I'm going to use for the background. I've also some paper towel to just clean off my sponges. When you rub over it, they are almost clean, and you can take another color. But I'm only using one color family, so maybe I don't even need to do that, but we will see. Okay, I start with light color around the flower. So I take a big sponge and I'm using this side. This one is with the white. This is not white, this is my blending pen, but I'm not going to use that. I think I'm not going to use it. Maybe when it's very blotchy I'm going to use it, but I like also when it is blotchy, so we will see how far we can come. So now I'm just taking a little bit of the tint color on my sponge, you can see it, and we are going from the flower to the outside. And you can see, because I'm using masking film, I just can do this without being very carefully, and that is so nice to do. Just play and don't think about the consequence. Don't mind this line, it will be covered with the other colors. just laying a nice layer of this color. So it's the second time that I am here today. So I just try to make some content to let this channel grow. And if you even like a little bit of this kind of video, please subscribe and like this video. Or if you like this video, you can also share the video, that's also fine. And it helps me to grow, it helps me to get more views. Yes, in general it helps me. So I would like if you subscribe, because I saw that some around 35 percent is not subscribed yet who are watching, so I can grow. Okay, I'm taking now a little bit of the color who's next, so the turquoise. I'm taking the same sponge and I'm going just mixing those two colors a little bit together. Just mixing and extending the color. You can see I can still see this line. I hope I will get it away eventually. Maybe with a little bit darker color. So you can see with so big sponge it goes very quick. You have a very nice color in a short of time. I'm going to use a little bit of this paper. This is from the backing from the masking film, but it's a little bit for my hands, so I don't get any fingers on my work. Taking the lighter color again and go over it and just mixing those two a little bit together. But I want it light next to my white flower. It's not white, of course, not yet at least, but that is the next stage. Okay, I'm taking the next color, the darker one, and I put it a little bit here around. I hope you can see everything what I'm doing. Yes, you can. So this takes a little while. We are just going back and forward with those colors. You can see when I'm putting it here on the gray paper, and it is pastel matte, you can see it's a little bit darker than when you have the other colors underneath it. I'm going back with the other color and try to mix everything. I like this color, so I think that will be my main color. This one, the third one, just this shade. I really like how it looks. Just keep on adding it, just to get it all into my paper. Just turn it around so you can see it better, I think. So I can keep my hands here. And you can see how quick it is to, and how easy it is to make a background like this. Just going softly with the sponge, because yes, the paper is a little bit gritty, so it can go wrong with your sponges. Not wrong, but you are going to see that it's a little bit worn out here. So yeah, keep that in mind. It happens, it's a part of the deal. Takes a little bit time here to get all the color in to the paper, but yeah, I don't mind. Maybe for the video it's a little bit boring. Otherwise, some people like to watch a slower video, real-time videos. So for some people it's okay, for some people it's not. But you can fast forward. So if you don't like to watch this process, you can always do a little bit back and forward. You can see all those fibers on my paper, that's from the sponge. It's not the Pan Pastel, because there's almost no dust of it. It's very nice to work with, very easy to work with. Okay, I will put on a little bit. I can see I need to put them a little bit more. It's a little bit too gray through the color. So I'll put a little bit more there. I don't hope that you hear the music. My neighbors is playing always the music when I am live. I don't know what it is, but seems that he smells it or something. I don't know. Okay, so now a base layer is on my paper, and I will now going back to the light color and go add some more. And try to, oh, my masking tape. That's what you have to watch out, that you don't go against your masking tape, because you will get it off. So keep that in mind, that you be careful when you are going around. Taking the light color a little bit higher. I'm just going to play with it. I just want to have a little bit more life into the background. So I'm playing with different colors. I need to watch out for my fingers, so I don't get my fingers on my Pan Pastel, because I don't like that. I'm not sure if I like this color between it. You see, it's too different, so I will do a little and try to blend it in the other colors, but it's very different. It's more bluish than cream blue. So, and I think the other colors are all a little bit more cream blue. That's how I see it. But for a little bit, it's nice. So I put it a little bit here and there. Maybe a little bit around here. And slowly my line is disappearing, so that's nice. Okay, I'm taking another sponge for the darker color, and I'm going just a bit around my whole page to make a kind of frame. And not really a frame, but I really want a little bit darker. I'm having a hard time to get my line away. I didn't expect that to happen, but it is. But we are going to do a little bit mixed media on the background too. So I hope I can get it away with that. Okay, I take this sponge and I'm taking a little bit of the shade and going against it, so I can really blend this together, those two colors. And you can see it works nicely. Doing a nice job. So you're just playing back and forwards to have a nice colored background. And this is the easiest way, guys. Oh, I don't know what I have on my paper here. Do you see? It's a scratch, something. Maybe from this palette. I don't know. I didn't see it happened. No, but I can take it away. Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay. Okay, and now taking the shade again. This was the dark color, and now I'm taking the extra dark, and I'm taking the shade again to blend it a little. So going back and forwards just to make it nice. Going to turn it around again. I like it when it is a little bit darker here, and here is the light, so all the focus will be on the flower. And when I'm looking at the frame, it's very dark, but in real it isn't so dark. So I'm going to make a little bit lighter here with the shade color. No, let's try the normal turquoise. So I will first put a little bit of this color here. Oh, there we go again. Taking the lightest color, the tint, to make it lighter again here. Taking the shade. And see how it looks then. Yes, that's much better. Now it's not so dark. It looks very blotchy in when I'm looking at it, but I'm not seeing it here. So that's always so strange. But we are just going and going to make it nice. Maybe I will add a little bit of the darkest blue I have here. It's a Petalo blue. Look how that works. To make it even a little bit darker. It looks nice. Now I'm getting the extra dark from turquoise and put it against and try to blend. And I keep seeing my line. Don't like that at all. But it's a lesson for me to do it not like that again. Taking my lightest color and I'm going to blend a little bit again. So you see, just keep on playing. I'm taking my small tool and I'm going to try do it a little bit like I don't get the name. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for my English. It's bad, I know. I try to find the words in my mind, but sometimes it's hard. And what I wanted to say is more detailed, so it's not so hard, but when you must speak it, then sometimes it's finding the words right away. I know them, but find them right away is sometimes hard. Okay. This is the blue color again, the phthalo blue, the extra dark. It's a nice contrast. I like it. I try to keep up building. And to get enough color on my paper. Taking a little bit of the dark blue also in this corner. A little bit more than the other corners because I want a little bit more dark here than at the side of the flower. Just for the contrast. I like that. I'm taking now the extra dark from turquoise and blend the blue and the turquoise extra dark together. It works very well. A little bit of shade. And by making circles, you get also a little bit of that blotchiness. Yes, I don't know how to call it, but it's like this. But I really like it. It has something special about it. I think I need a little bit lighter on this side. So I make it a little bit less dark here. I try at least. I make first a little bit of the lightest color, the tint. So I can make it lighter before we put other colors over it. I will do a little bit in the corner of the blue, just a little bit. I'm taking the extra dark and blend it together. I'm making my sponge a little bit clean on my kitchen towel and take a little bit of the shade, put it around. And I try to mix everything a little bit together. Take a little bit of the normal turquoise color, just the base color, the natural color, I don't know how you call it. It's where it starts with the tint. Cleaning my towel, my sponge on a towel. Oh my gosh. Taking a little bit of the extra blue, the dark blue. It all comes slowly together. It is here a little bit too light from color, so I will add a little bit more here and a little bit here. So I'm taking the basic color just to add more pigment on my paper and try to blend it in. And it needs a little bit time because you have to layer it. And don't push too hard on your sponges because then you have no sponges anymore. The paper that I'm using is pastel matte. A very nice paper. And you can see I'm just playing around with the colors, and you can change. That is such a nice way you can work with Pan Pastels. You can working from light to dark, from dark to light. It doesn't matter, and it takes it all when you have the right paper, of course. Okay, I take a little bit of bigger sponge and take a little bit of the light, the tint. And I want it a little bit around my flower again. So just put it around and play with the colors, blending. And very softly I go with these sponges and blend the colors together. Turn my paper around so I can work a little bit here. Can you see it still? Can you see it? Yes, you can. I'm taking a little bit of the turquoise color, just a little bit here. So you can see I can take my color from the flower, because here happened nothing with it, so into my paper, and it saves you a lot of time to be but you can take this one for this small part. So it saves you a lot of time to be careful. A little bit of the dark blue, so you don't have to be so careful, so will you really save more time. Not that we are in a hurry, because it's a hobby. You like to do this, you like to color, you like to play, so it doesn't have to be ready in 5 minutes. At least I think so. It's just when you are on a live stream, people don't want you to see so many hours blending and putting color on it, so when you are live streaming you need a little bit to hurry up. But when I do this when I am alone and I'm just playing with my colors and stuff, I take much more time for it than I'm doing now. So keep that in mind. So when you see things of me on Facebook or whatever, on Instagram, or I don't know if you are already following me there, you can find me there too under my real name. So you can find that my name in the thumbnail by the icon of Instagram, that you can find me there. So if you want, you can follow me there. I'm placing their pictures, normally ook more than on Facebook, or different pictures. So you see, I keep on playing and adding, and that's how I like it. And yeah, if it is me, I can keep playing for hours and hours. But I won't do that now. So just a little bit, and then we are going to do the next step. Because I don't want you to get bored too much. Now a little bit of this color. I didn't like the color at first, but now when it's all done, I think it's just a nice color to blend into the other colors. How strange is that, eh? When you start, you think, oh no, I don't want that color. And now I'm thinking, oh yes, it's nice. So you never know where it's going to. You start somewhere and we will see. Because when you are having enough pigment on your paper, it all blends together, and then the color will change a little bit because the other colors are under it. So you are mixing them, and it will be a little bit different then. And this is what happened now. They are mixing together, and now I like it. Taking a little bit of the dark blue again, and this is the shade, and we are blending again. I'm going real soft over my paper to blend everything. Okay, I like it like this. I want to do something different on the background, a little bit of mixed media style. So I'm going to take a stencil and we are going to make some figures. So something interesting to see on the background. So I just look for it and I like this one to do a little bit on the background. So I'm taking the stencil. I put away my towel because I don't have so much space. So I'm going to do a little bit here. But which color shall I choose? I'm going to see what the shade will do, because I want to do a little bit darker here and a bit lighter here. So I'm trying here the shade, and I'm very, if it doesn't work out the way I want, then you just go over it with the colors again and make what you want. I don't know if the shade will be dark enough in this corner. I'm going to try to lift it up and see. Oh look, you can see something, but I think it's a little bit too little, so I'm taking the extra dark and go over it softly. I think in this case it will be better. So we will look, and look at that, how pretty that is. I really like that. Can you see it? I shall watch. Yes, you can see it. How lovely is that? Okay, I want one here, so I'm going to try to find a place to put it there, but keep my hands from my painting. Okay, this will be nicely, so I'm going to do this one. Okay, and I think a little one who are peeking out of the flower. So I'm going back and find the place again. But this is a little bit too much peeking, so I'm going to try to play. Oh, okay, go. No, I'm just looking. Now I'm going to do this one. Oh, like this. So this will be under the flower coming up. So now I will also do some little bit here. And I'm gonna take the same, or maybe I can do a little bit bigger and what smaller. I don't know yet. I'm going to try something. We are going to use the same color. Okay, well, my extra dark is hiding under the stencil, so I have to take it out. Okay. I'm just thinking, what am I going to do? I'm going to try to do the lightest color when I'm going that way, so the shade. This is the extra dark, so I'm now doing the shade. And it looks a little bit strange because it's also over the flower, but when we take the masking film away, it will disappear behind the flower. So don't worry, it will be nice, I guess. I just want to have one more here. So I'm taking the extra dark again. And I'm going to do one here because it's like a row and I don't like that. I like it when something is going off my page like this. I always like that. I want to do a little bit more, but then we are going to try to do the lightest color. So I'm going to put this a little bit aside because my stencil is a little bit big. And we are looking up for the lines again. And I'm going to use the turquoise color now and see what it does, if it does anything. Maybe it's too dark, still too dark, and needs. I do a little bit of the lightest color, and I will mix it. So the lightest color and the normal base color, I will mix them on my sponge, and we will see. Yes, you will see them. I'm happy. And I want here a little bit of the smaller one. So we have to try and see how we are doing that. I will do the same light color, so the tint and the normal color I will mix on my sponge, and I will try to blend it here. Yes, I'm liking that, and I will do a big one here. I only don't know which color. There's only one big one. It was coming out of my flower, of under my flower. This one. And I think which color? I think the shade with a little bit of the normal, the basic turquoise color. I have to be careful because my masking film is here loose. A little bit of the lightest color here. And just mixing them. Leave it a little bit darker here. A little bit of the light. So let's see what happens. Yes. Okay. I think that is enough. You can see a little bit coming under. It's not too much, but enough. I'm having a sponge and another sponge. This one has a flat top and this one is pointy top. So I will, with the pointy top, take a little bit of the extra dark color, and I'm going to try to create a little bit of a shadow here. You have to be very careful. And I don't know if I like it, but if you don't try, you never know. So there's a little bit too much pigment here from the stencil, so I will take it carefully away. You can see a little bit with that. Okay. Okay, for now I leave it like this, and when the flower is colored, and we are going to do it with pastel pencils, so then we are coloring the flower, and this will be the flower and we will be in it. So I think the contrast from the white and the blues are very nice, but you only know it when it's finished, of course, but it looks nice. Hey Loes, good evening, or almost good evening. Yeah, it's 10 for 6. So we are going to color this flower with the pencils, and yeah, we are doing it next time. Maybe tonight. I have to see how everything goes. For now, I'm stopping. I'm going to make, oh look my hands, I'm going to make some dinner, and we are going to eat. But maybe later tonight, if nothing come between it, I will come back and we are going to color the flower. So for now I like it very much. I hope that you like it too, of course, and that you learn something from it. You do it. So if you do, please give me a like, subscribe here, because like I said, 35% of the people who are coming to watch is not a subscriber yet. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free, so why not? Hit the bell so you know every time when I'm online you get a message. And yeah, maybe I will see you next time. Okay, maybe tonight. Bye. Thanks for watching.